Hi, I'm Amy, and I'm the BSL interpreter who is currently working on a new production that is being offered from Birds of Paradise Theatre Company, which is called Purposeless Movements. Now, in the show, all the characters have cerebral palsy or CP, and really that's just a fancy medical way of describing a condition that makes the messages running from the brain to their intended body movement a bit fuzzy. The performance itself isn't going to be about what CP is or isn't. In reality, the show is about looking behind the label of disability and seeing the human within. All of the performances will be BSL interpreted. Now, normally when we think about interpreted performance, we imagine the interpreters placed at either side of the stage and usually as far off it as possible, which leaves deaf audience members having to constantly choose between watching the interpreter or the main stage production and missing information along the way. So we're going to do things differently. We're going to place the interpreter on stage, fully integrated as part of the performance. And if you want to know more about the story, you're going to have to come and see it for yourselves. The performance dates run from the 25th to the 27th of February in Glasgow, before moving on to Edinburgh and ending up in Inverness. All of the performances will include BSL interpretation, audio description via headset, and animated subtitling. These are special subtitles which are able to capture some of the stylistic ways a character speaks. So, we have 7 dates for you to choose from, and it's just a case of picking the one that works best for you and coming along. Okay. A man is leisurely driving to work one day when he looks at his watch and realises he's going to be late for work. So he speeds things up, which is great, until he's stopped at the lights of a level crossing, signalling that the barriers are going to come down. At this point, he's feeling a wee bit anxious as he watches the minutes pass with no train in sight. Eventually, the train appears, and of course it's a long one with dozens of carriages, but finally it passes and the man gets ready to continue on his way. However, there's a problem. The barriers are not coming up, and it seems like the man is stuck with time ticking on. Luckily at this point, he spots a member of staff, winds his window down and calls him over. The member of staff walks over and asks what the problem is. As the man starts to explain, the staff member panics as he realises the man is deaf. "Don't panic," the man says, and reaches for pen and paper to write things down. He hands the piece of paper to the staff member, who on reading it looks more confused than ever. The paper says, "Please, different." Different